Hello there, welcome to today's Toy Run. And today I thought I'd read you this article I found on boingboing.net. Yeah, I know. And somebody who called Tom Dunn, who'd written this article entitled How the Mandalorian is Making Old Kenner Action Figures Relevant Again. I'm just going to leave you that title there as I read through this article. I have an older cousin who I used to think was the coolest dude ever. He always had hot girlfriends. He was always hammered, and he had in-ground a pool and a half pipe in his backyard. What else do you need? Star Wars toys, that's what. And one time when I was probably 10, he was drunk enough to give me all his old vintage Star Wars toys in their 1980 Darth Vader collector case, full of Kenner action figures of obscure characters like Hammerhead and R5-D4 and Snaggletooth and Lobot, and so on. Those D-listers joined with my newer 90s Star Wars action figures and became some of my favourite characters because I could actually lay claim to them in a way that one can't really do with Leia or Han or Chewie. Also because no one else cared about them, because they were lame side characters and that were only on screen for a second, if that. I thought back to this as I read the recent Uproxx piece about The Mandalorian, where author Mike Ryan rightly points out that just how much the show also, or perhaps more accurately, gleefully revels in those obscure Kenner action figures from 1977 to 1985. Favreau was 10 years old when Star Wars hit theatres in 1977 and would have been 11 by the time the first Kenner action figures came out, which puts him right in the age range where these would have had an effect on him. So it's curious that so many of his episodes have these characters from R5-D4 to Ugnaughts to Gamorrean Guards to a boss stand-in to IG-88 stand-in to just the past week the whole planet of Admiral Akbars and Squidheads. The biggest one of all might be the somewhat infamous Imperial Troop Transport, released by Kenner as a vehicle that stormtroopers rode about during the events of the original movie. It turns out they are never actually in the movie, but that never stopped me from looking for it, because why would a toy be released when it was never in the movie? Well, he finally showed up in the first season of The Mandalorian. I truly believe Jon Favreau is here to try and make the old Kenner action figures relevant, finally. I still have that Darth Vader head somewhere at my parents' home, and now I'm even more excited to get drunk and give it to my own kid. I almost gave it to my own cousin last year as a real pay-it-forward moment, but I already knew we were expecting then, and I was just sober enough to think twice about it. If you had any of these old figures, you may enjoy the nostalgia trip too, and the realisation that you're not alone in your excitement at seeing so many randos on the Disney Plus screen. So there you go, I just really want to hear what you think about that article. I know I have my thoughts, and I'd really like to discuss them with you. You all know where to find me. So thank you for watching, thank you for being a patron, and until tomorrow, may the toys be with you.